He famously spent a life-changing year on a Scottish island. Now TV presenter Ben Fogle is celebrating the 20th anniversary of Castaway, the show that made him, by returning to the Isle of Harris next week to give a free show and swim in the freezing sea. And Fogle is even promising to provide whisky for everybody who turns up. He is bringing his Tales from the Wilderness tour to Luskentyre Beach next Saturday, during a stint as a training partner for Antarctic ice swimmer Lewis Pugh. Pugh is training for an Antarctic swim by taking to the icy waters of the Outer Hebrides. It is 20 years since Fogle was one of a group left to fend for themselves on the island of Taransay, off Main Harris, for the Millennium BBC TV series Castaway 2000. Now he's taking inspiring and incredible tales of Ben's adventures and expeditions around Britain in an evening of storytelling and adventure. He tweeted that he was planning to give a free, wild, rugged and windy performance of the show live from the beach at Luskentyre. 2020 is a pretty big year for me. It marks 20 years from the time I was marooned on the Outer Hebridean island of Taransay for the BBC series Castaway, said Fogle. To mark that anniversary, I will be giving a free wild rugged, windy, freezing cold performance of my stage show, live from the beach at Luskentyre on the Isle of Harris. Everyone is welcome. Please try to share cars to minimize our footprint. Please no plastic. Bring a mug and I will supply the whiskey. And anyone who is feeling brave enough to get into the sea can join me and fellow UN ambassador, patron of the oceans Lewis Pugh, who is training for his Antarctic swim. Bring your speedos, bring a mug, bring a warm jacket and I will see you on the beach at Luskentyre. Last year, Fogle made an emotional trip back to Taransay, saying it is his favorite place in the world. He also suggested that living there should be revisited as a model for sustainable living. Only a few days ago he wrote, "For me the real star of Castaway was the island itself. I went on honeymoon there with my wife, Marina, whom I met 5 years after the show." For more on this story, visit the news article link.